BONZAI! Or more to the point, Richie today is reviewing the Lycan BONZAI 4x4 monster truck. 1/12 scale, top speed of 48 kilometers an hour, but I will be putting the GPS on it later on in this video to check out that top speed. Completely ready to run, although you will need 4A batteries. This one caught my eye, as it does look quite a bit of fun, but with a lot of these cheaper trucks from the Far East, the shocks can let them down. But in this particular case, Richie has got a set of upgraded shocks to fit to the car. So at some point, I'm going to be doing a before and after test on the handling. But today, we're going to unbox it and see how it handles straight out of the box. I have quite a good feeling about this one. Before we get started on the unboxing, the eagle-eyed amongst you may have spotted this big new addition to Richie's fleet. So if you don't want to miss the video of this one running, then don't forget to subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit the bell as well. Anyway, a few features that caught my eye about this car are highlighted on the back of the box. We've got metal gear differentials on it, 550 can, brush motor, 22,000 RPM. The tyres are pre-glued on there, which is always a good sign to my mind. 50 amp ESC, it's a combined ESC and receiver by the looks of that. Now whilst I've got the upgraded shocks to fit to it, the car comes with big bore shocks as standard. It also comes with a built-in sway bar system, which you can upgrade to fit a sway bar, and upgradable front and rear towing plates for the car. So let's take a look at what we get for our money. Unlike my videos of old, I've actually managed to unbox the car the right way up, which if you've seen some of my earlier videos was quite comical, as I regularly used to pull the cars out upside down. Well, with the packaging out of the way, I have to say that green is absolutely eye-popping, and it does have quite a good monster truck feel to it. And as I say, the tyres pre-glued, yeah, pretty reasonable level of grip it feels on there. Nice little rear wing on there. I do wonder what this might go like with brushless motor, and I say that because I'm already thinking this could be a good one to do a few upgrades to it. Anyway, time to get that body film off and get the 1500 milliamp 7.4 volt battery on charge. Now, I mentioned early on, I felt something good about this car, like it had potential. I'm going to show you something when I take the body off, which is something which is completely unexpected to me, but means this thing is going to be able to be converted to go like a missile very, very easily indeed. That body film off, this thing is looking absolutely eye-popping, but then I found this on a car saying remove protective film before applying stickers. So I'm guessing they're in that box. And indeed, in that box wasn't just the sticker pack and the instruction manual, but a second 1500 milliamp battery, which I did not know it came with. USB charger, with the batteries having a Dean's connector on there, means you can easily fast charge these batteries. And looks like we've got a little lighting kit on there to fit the headlights to the car. In the same box, we've got our transmitter, steering trim, throttle dual rate on here, on, off, bind, except 4A batteries in the bottom. So what does it look like under the body? Just like that. And with that bang, you can tell why I've gone for the upgraded shock kit on there. Because the stock ones, it appears, might not have an awful lot of oil in them at the minute on there. But the one thing I would say that screams out about this car, if anybody can remember the first Armour Granites, the look and the feel of this thing is not that dissimilar in terms of the build quality of that. But this is good quality plastic on here. 3.5 kilo servo mounted in here, our 50 amp combined ESC and receiver. However, we've got a little space here which looks like it unscrews to maybe let you fit a separate receiver that would enable you to fit a brushless ESC and a brushless motor in there. Maybe a bit like these ones, because that receiver will easily fit in that box, which does appear to have an aerial hole on the side of it, indicating this is easily upgradable to a brushless setup and designed for possibly for a brushless setup. Sidewinder 4 ESC will easily fit in there, as will that Castle motor. Have your say in the comments section right now. Do you want to see this car modified to the Castle setup? Because I would love to hear your thoughts on there. Anyway, working away from the front to the back, decent impact bumper on there. That looks like it'll take quite a bit of a hit, which Richie might do in the wall test in a minute. The two little holes are for the LED headlights, which connect to that socket on the receiver. Steel drive shafts, both front and rear. And a lot of these links, according to the instructions, are upgradable, so you can change the tow in and tow out on the car. Moving on back, as I say, we've clearly got a waterproof receiver box on there. Now we've got 50 amp combined ESC and receiver here, but this is very clearly a waterproof receiver box, so that brushless upgrade would be fairly easy. Have your say right now in the comment section. Should I upgrade this to brushless? We've got a 1500 milliamp battery compartment on there. As I say, it does come with 2 of these. And you're thinking that's just a rear wing, but at the back here, we have got a fairly decent looking twin wheelie bar setup on there. Now I mentioned this did bring back memories of the early Armour granites. Just check out that chassis design and you will see what I mean on that. Nice and smooth, but those A-arms in particular look fairly hefty indeed. Okay, suspension test. Let's just lift that front up until the rear just comes away. Oh, probably about 2.5 inches of travel on there. As I say, it's well sprung as opposed to well damped, but my extra dampers should cause that problem. At the rear, again, lift that rear tyre until the front just comes clear. Probably about 2 inches of travel at the rear. Anyway, battery's got to be charged by now. As you might gather from the headlights being on, battery's charged, so let's go outside and have some fun and check out if that does it 30 miles an hour plus or not. Well, people use the expression armour tough. What you're about to see with this is BONZAI tough. This is one monstrously tough monster truck, because if it can take a hit like this, oh, then it can put up with anything. And I was going to do that on impact test into the wall, but I was going flat out straight into that tree, and steering working, headlights working, not bad at all. Well, what appears to be a small steering servo changes direction with remarkable ease, and you have got enough power after a fashion to flick that back end out. But the fact that it's got that wheelie bar on the back and space to convert it easily to brushless does make me think this thing is designed for a major upgrade and handles that transition on the grass without any problem at all. Whoa! Oh, it's fairly wet here today. Got some dirt in the playground, be rude not to go play. Quite rear wheel burst. Although you could change that by playing around with the oil in the diffs. That changes direction in the blink of an eye. And those brakes, excellent for getting you out of trouble. I'm going to be gentle on this thing. I'm not sure if that combined ESC and receiver is waterproof, so I'm not going to go mad on that. Not first time out. Well, we're not going to go through it a bit. I will say, even at low speed, the traction in terms of throttle is pretty good. It almost feels brushless rather than brushed. It is super smooth on the steering and super smooth on the throttle as well. And definitely a monster truck. It's over there without any problem at all. It very much feels like the original Armour Granite did to drive. Very much. And almost wants to lift off oversteer, which is quite a nice trait on there. It's got enough power to flick that back end out when it's wet or loose. Well, 550 cam motor, not a lot of weight in it. And stop bank's about 50 degrees. Outstanding. This thing puts the C in the word chuckable. I'll tell you, this is virgin on being armour tough. Now, to bear in mind, this has got the standard shocks on here, which really didn't appear to be doing a lot of shock absorbing at all. So I'm going to be doing the upgrade later on in the week. So if you don't want to miss that video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Okay, pause for breath along the way. I've been playing around with this off camera. The battery lasts for 20 minutes of flat out running. Outstanding. While it might not hit the top speed of the 21 miles an hour, it has more than enough power with that 550 cam motor to have some serious fun. It has got a fairly decent turn of acceleration, to say the least. Very to use that Richie phrase, chuckable. Cannot help thinking this is going to be monstrously quick when it's brushless. Oh, did I say brushless? So, how fast is the BONZAI? Well, I've got the stock battery in, Power Hobby GNSS on board. Start, I'll have a quick run up and down, and see. And the steering on it is absolutely superb. Anyway, full throttle Rich. I am thinking that has peaked out. I'm also thinking maybe high 20s as opposed to 30. Oh, we're going to have some fun with this baby. Anyway, it has got excellent brakes. But more to the point, how fast was it? Have a guesses right now. I'm thinking about 27. I might be out higher or lower by a mile an hour though. 21 miles an hour, Richie boy's way out. Now, I would point out, the original armour granites didn't get close to the 30 mile an hour claimed on the box under pretty much any circumstances. Well, I have to say, when I set out reviewing this, I did not think it was going to be anywhere near as good or as much fun as it is. I am thinking this has to be upgraded to brushless to test out that wheelie bar on the back there. The thing handles exceptionally well, particularly given the fact that it has not got a lot of damping in the stock shocks, but I've got the upgraded ones to fit, which I'll be doing as soon as I get in. So I'm going to do a test video of that upgrade. So if you don't want to miss that video, then subscribe. And if you want to see me convert this thing to brushless, have your say in the comment section right now. This car could be converted to brushless, I'm thinking, in about 15-20 minutes. I've got the parts at home. Do you want me to do it? Yes or no? Have your say right now. A thumbs up if you like this car, because I'm absolutely loving this thing. This is so reminiscent of the early armour granite, it's untrue. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.